Good morning, one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the tech series on securing your digital life through cybersecurity, phones, apps, and privacy, organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Cybersecurity. To know more about our college, SA Engineering College, an autonomous institution, was established by the Armanado Educational and Charitable Trust in the year 1998 to 1999 with an overall experience of 27 years now. SA Engineering College is approved by AICTE, an institute-level research center affiliated to Anna University, Chennai. Our college is well equipped with state-of-art, world-class laboratories, central libraries, department libraries, workshops, and research labs. We are certified with NAC, National Board of Accreditation. Our college offers 11 PG programs like BE Civil Engineering, BE Computer Science and Engineering, BE CSE Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, BE CSE Cybersecurity, BE Electronics and Communication Engineering, BE Electronic Engineering in VLSI Design and Technology, BE Mechanical Engineering, BE iTech, BTech IT, BTech in AIDS, BTech in CS and DS. And 6 PG programs like ME Communication Systems, ME CSE, ME CAD-CAM, ME Embedded System Technologies, MCA and MBA, and also the PhD courses. SA Engineering College maintains high standard of education by providing a wide range of world-class academic facilities, employing high qualified and experienced faculty members, and creating an ambience of conducting and high-quality education. On behalf of CSE Department, I would like to welcome Mr. Sriram Kesavan Sir, Founder and Director of Security at TG Cyber Labs, Chennai. Now I will hand over the session to him. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Sorry, good afternoon. Okay, good morning it is. I hope everyone is doing good. I could see some familiar guys here from Cybersecurity Department, I believe. So I'll just share the screen here. Okay, so I believe the screen is visible for everyone. Just give me a confirmation on chat box if possible, everyone. Anyone? Yeah, fine. Okay, I believe the session might be good in Tamil, right? Yes, I believe, but still, we'll go with English, and yeah. So for some people, this might be I believe this could be a repeating slide because I see some, just a repeating audience here. Fine. So, yeah, if you have any like queries, just give me on the chat. I have also have a chat monitoring here so that I can able to view here. So again, morning. So myself, I'm Shriram, and I'm not 24. I'm 26 right now. It's not been updated. I believe. I'm sorry about that, but I run a company called as TG Cyber Labs Private Limited. We are located right in Chennai. We are working with some companies and provide security services for these companies, and we basically provide hacking services for these companies actually. Okay, so and that is what we basically do, and we are a security company, and I basically work with a very big company called as Google here, and Google is one of the most important company. Everyone knows it. எல்லாருக்குமே தெரிஞ்ச company தான் இல்லையா? So I work in most of the projects in Google, and not as an employee, but as a company who provides services to companies. Okay, I'm not an employee of Google, but I provide my services to Google. Okay, so Google is hiring me to do their work in some of the many important projects. I worked in project called as Gmail, Google Groups for all the security systems and a lot of projects for the past couple of years, and that is what I basically do on cybersecurity. Apart from this, I also work in drones. Drones is purely my hobby, and we develop some of the biggest drones and smallest, cute little drones as well. We do research and development on drones, and that is what we basically do. And yeah, so apart from this, I also work in industry projects as well. I hope everyone is familiar with this apartment building construction sites la irukku illaya. In order to do this 3D modeling, GIS ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, geometric image surveying, photogrammetry, 3D modeling, point cloud survey. So these are some of the industry side. இது construction கான side இது. This is not for you guys, but in the side I also work, which is purely on drones. What you see on the screen is actually a very important drone we have, and in the Mariana drone, so we actually build. And apart from this, I also work with cycle. Recently I completed Jananayagan movie, which is Talabadi 69. இது சும்மா hobby projects kaga I do it on the side, but இங்க இருக்கிற concentration on cyber security இல்லையா? So I believe everyone uses mobile phone here. Ilya, we have around 96 participants, and I'm sure around 80 participants will attend the session by using your mobile phones. Ilya, and yeah, I use my laptop to present the session, and I also have my mobile phone. Everyone has mobile phones right now. Ilya, it's a basic need right now. Ana, every mobile phone is also connected to the internet, which is also a question mark. Ilya, because you guys share your informations, you guys share your data on the internet. இன்னைக்கு எதை ஷேர் பண்றோம், எதை ஷேர் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்ற எந்த லைக் ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷனும் இல்லாம we people are sharing the information on the internet. Okay, and the use of social media is obviously very bigger right now இல்லையா? And I'm sure everyone uses WhatsApp here இல்லையா? ஈவன் எனக்கு இந்த செஷன் பத்தின இன்ஃபர்மேஷனுமே மேம் எனக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப்ல தான் சென்ட் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ தட்ஸ் so important WhatsApp is. It has become a very basic communication tool இல்லையா? Even to talk with students or to my clients, even to some of the guys in Google, அவங்க கிட்ட பேசும்போதும் நான் வாட்ஸ்அப் தான் யூஸ் பண்றேன் இல்லையா? It's a very basic need right now, and it has become a very important tool in a form of communication. And apart from this, we also have Instagram. People use a lot of Instagram, Facebook. There's a lot of social media, and இதுல இருக்கிற பிரச்சனை என்ன அப்படின்னா, people share a lot of informations இல்லையா? As in human beings, we all have data in any form இல்லையா? In any form actually, you have a lot of information, you have a lot of data. For a human being, phone number, address, ஆதார் கார்டு, பேன் கார்டு, இது எல்லாமே ஒரு ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் டேட்டா தான் இல்லையா? ஸோ கன்சிடரிங் நாட் ஜஸ்ட் யுவர் மொபைல் ஃபோன்ஸ், யுவர் applications, your appliances are also connected to the internet. Cars are connected to the internet. Even when I come to SA Engineering College, I see a lot of cars in the parking. In the cars, internet connected cars. Okay, these internet connected cars are more comfortable for you. Remote unlock panikla, remote lock panikla. You can switch on the AC, switch off the AC. In the options, you have TVs connected to the internet, smart watches. You have everything connected to the internet, which is another question mark right now here. Yeah. So apart from this, what you see on the internet is just 1%. ஓகே, நீங்க பாக்குற இன்டர்நெட் இருக்குல்ல, இது வெறும் 1% மட்டும்தான். facebook.com, இன்ஸ்டாகிராம், samsung.com, youtube.com, எந்த வெப்சைட் எடுத்தாலும் இது வெறும் 1% மட்டும்தான். The remaining 99% is almost hidden from a normal user. இது நார்மல் யூசருக்கான ஆக்சஸ்க்கு கிடையாது. That is called as a dark web and a deep web, which is not the session's focus, but there is also an internet that actually exists like this. Okay. ஆனா யூஸ்வலா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, when it comes to cyber security, in order to be productive on the internet, இன்டர்நெட்ல சேஃபா இருக்கணும்னா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, do not give your full name, do not give your information to other people, phone number கொடுக்காதீங்க, don't give your address, don't give your work information. That's all the basic thing, right? But apart from this, there's also something more bigger than this. இது மட்டும் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கிடையாது. There's a lot more information you guys share actually. Okay, this happened in Delhi actually. This happened in Delhi in 2022. And ஒரு ரேண்டமான ஒரு பேக்கரியில ஒரு பப்ஸ் வாங்குறதுக்கு ஒருத்தர் போயிருக்காரு. அந்த பப்ஸோட பேப்பர் பிளேட் ஒருத்தரோட ஆதார் கார்டு இது. ஓகே, திஸ் ஹேப்பன்ட் இன் டெல்லி அண்ட் திஸ் காஸ்ட் அ லாட் ஆஃப் இஷ்யூஸ் ஆன் டேட்டா செக்யூரிட்டி as well அண்ட் பிசிக்கல் டேட்டா செக்யூரிட்டி. ஸோ இந்த அளவுக்கு தான் இந்தியாவோட டேட்டா செக்யூரிட்டியோட சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ். இப்படிதான் டேட்டா யூஸ் பண்ணப்படுது. அண்ட் யூ கைஸ் ஆல்சோ ஷேர் சச் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் டேட்டா. Aadhaar card plays a very important role right now, right? Aadhaar card is very, very important right now. Even joining your college, and even if you go to, any, to apply any documentations, passport applications, எதுவா இருந்தாலும், even if you go to Tirupati, they'll ask you for the Aadhaar cards. Really, Aadhaar card has become one of the most vital information for a human being as an Indian, to be honest. Yeah. So apart from this, you guys are also connected to the internet. I'm sure you guys will have a lot of online friends, and in the online friends நம்ம மீட் கூட பண்ணிருக்க மாட்டோம் நேர்ல. You would have never met those persons in real life, but still never trust anyone just because they are a good people. I've been talking to them for a very long, அவங்க கூட நான் ரொம்ப நாளா பேசுறேன், I trust this person. கிடையவே கிடையாது. Some of their online friends are not who they really are. இல்லையா? ஸோ ரீசெண்டான ஸ்பெகுலேஷன்ஸுமே சொல்லுது, தேர் பீன் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்சர்ஸ் ப்ரமோட்டிங் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் டு அதர் கண்ட்ரீஸ். இப்படியும் ஒரு ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் நடந்துகிட்டு தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஆல்சோ when you go to this retail stores, in the retail stores க்கு போயிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, they'll ask you for your mobile numbers, billing storesல இல்லையா? இந்த ரிலையன்ஸ், ரிலையன்ஸ் ஃப்ரெஷ், மேக்ஸ் ஃபேஷன்ஸ், Zudio நம்பர் வாங்குறாங்களான்னு தெரியல, பட் தீஸ் ஸ்டோர்ஸ் usually get your mobile numbers when they are going for retail billing stores like. Okay, and government recently announced, which is on 2023, and they re-announced actually, you can also check it on the news actually, where government announced that these companies or that these shopkeepers should not get your mobile numbers. இந்த மொபைல் நம்பர்ஸை வாங்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க இல்லையா? ஆனாலும் companies like Reliance, Max Fashions are still getting a mobile number. Even Peter England, Domino's Pizza, இவங்களுமே உங்க நம்பரை வாங்குவாங்க. You guys can believe, bro, they are getting the mobile numbers for your convenience, right? நீங்க வந்து பில் வந்து நீங்க மொபைல்ல வாங்கிக்கலாம். So there is a lot of convenience for you, right? But that's not really happening there. That's not really happening there. Okay, so you give your information just like this. You guys don't ask any questions. இல்லையா? ஏன்னு கேட்க மாட்டோம், எதுக்குன்னு கேட்க மாட்டோம். You just give your mobile numbers. And சில circumstancesல what happens is, if you don't give your mobile number, they'll not go for the billing purchase. They'll not do billing for you. So in the situations may நடக்கும் இல்லையா? And according to economic times, 39% of Indian families are a victim of an online scam here. And I'm sure we have around 96 people, 95 people here. In the 95 people, கண்டிப்பா உங்க ஃபேமிலியில ஒருத்தரோ இல்ல your family, your friends or anyone would have lost at least 100 rupees on the internet. ஒரு 100 ரூபாய் கண்டிப்பா இன்டர்நெட்ல விட்டுருப்பாங்க. யாராச்சும் ஸ்கேம் ஆயிருப்பாங்க அண்ட் ஏதாச்சும் லூஸ் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, டு பை சம்திங், தே காட் ஸ்கேம். இந்த மாதிரியான சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்மே ரொம்ப 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 காமன் தான். ஓகே, ஸோ no matter what, do not share the information. There's a lot of fake accounts being scrolling as well. இங்க எத்தனை பேர் fake accounts வச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல. I'm sure boys will have a lot of fake accounts to troll their friends actually. But having a fake account is considered to be one of the most illegal thing than smuggling drugs actually. That doesn't mean you can smuggle drugs, but having a fake account and promoting fake information is a very illegal crime according to Indian penal code. So please don't do that, and probably delete your accounts as soon as possible, because matna, I don't want to tell that, but that could lead to a very serious consequences actually. So இது எல்லாமே ஒரு வகையான ஸ்கேம் தான் இல்லையா? ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் டு கெட் இன் டு அ பார்ட் ஆஃப் ஹேக்கிங் ரைட் நோ. ஸோ இப்போ ஸ்கேம்ன்றது ஒரு கேட்டகரியா இருக்கும். ஸ்கேம் இஸ் வேர் தே டார்கெட் யூ அண்ட் தே ஸ்டீல் யுவர் மணி, விச் இஸ் த மோஸ்ட் டார்கெட்டட் திங். பட் ஆன் த அதர் சைட் யூ ஹாவ் சம்திங் கால்ட் அஸ் இன் ஹேக்கிங், வேர் தே ஸ்டீல் யுவர் டேட்டா விச் இஸ் மோர் வேல்யூபிள் தேன் யுவர் மணி இல்லையா சம்டைம்ஸ். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியான சுச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்மே நடக்கும். So hacking is where someone steals your informations without your knowledge. That is called as hacking. Ilya. So you have seen a lot of movies like Irumbuthrai. There's movies like மேட்ரிக்ஸ், இந்த மாதிரியான மூவிஸ் நிறைய இருக்கு இல்லையா? ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியான மூவிஸ் நிறைய இந்த ஹேக்கிங் பத்தின கான்செப்ட் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருந்தாலும் தேர் ஆர் அதர் மூவிஸ் லைக் கிரிஞ்ச் மூவிஸும் இருக்கு, விச் டசன்ட் கிவ் யூ ப்ராப்பர் எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் வாட் திஸ் ஹேக்கிங் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி இல்லையா? ஸோ ஹேக்கிங் இஸ் சம்திங் வேர் யூ ஸ்டீல் சம் ஒன்ஸ் டேட்டா வித்தவுட் தேர் நாலேஜ். ஓகே, அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாம இந்த டேட்டாவை நீங்க திருடணும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் ஹேக்கிங் இயர். Black hat hackers, white hat hackers, gray hat hackers are the categories of hackers where they play a very important role in the industry, where black hat hackers are bad peoples actually. Okay, black hat hackers are bad peoples who steal money, who steal data, and they do all the bad stuff. இப்போ கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்த விஷயங்கள் எல்லாமே. அண்ட் இப்போ நமக்கு இந்த பாகிஸ்தான் இந்தியா பாகிஸ்தான் வார்லயுமே தேர் வேர் a lot of bad hackers from Pakistan who were trying to break into our Indian government websites. இந்த சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸும் நடந்துச்சு. அண்ட் அதர் ஹேண்ட் இந்தியன் ஹேக்கர்ஸ் were started targeting Pakistani websites as well, Pakistani government websites. These people come under black hat hackers because they are not allowed to do it, and it's not the most ethical thing until it goes to an extent here. Yeah. And you have someone called as white hat hackers, who are the good people who do all the good stuff. Okay, I'm basically a white hat hacker who basically works with companies to protect all your data. Yeah. So you have your senior here. His name is Tarun from SA Engineering College, CSE department. He's right now working in a company called as an Comcast as an intern into cybersecurity, which means he's a good hacker. He's a good white hat hacker who will be working with a company to protect company's data here. Yeah. So this is how white hat hackers actually work. And you have something called as gray hat hackers, which is a combination of both white and black hat hackers. They do both good and also the bad sometimes, just like us. We also work with companies to protect your data. We also work with some organizations to steal your data for a good intent. Okay, so இதுக்கு பேர் தான் கூகுள் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஜீரோன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, where you are hired to hack other companies to tell the public that they are not safe and this is not safe. This is also a type of profession that happens in the industry right now. Okay, but apart from this, there's a lot of things happening right now. Okay, 2023 la bigger companies like Nvidia, Rockstar, Uber, in the company hack பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Okay, and this was done by an 18-year-old guy, and the team is called as a lapsus hacking group actually. 18-year-old, 16-year-old boys who hacked into these companies and they stole all the data. எல்லாத்தையும் திருடிட்டாங்க. Nvidia, Uber மாதிரியான கம்பெனிஸ்ல இருந்த டேட்டாஸ். அண்ட் within a period of 2 days, which is 48 hours, they stole over 1,200 crores, it seems. In less than 48 hours, they stole over 1,200 crores or something, I believe, converting all the money, it seems. So, இது பண்ணது ஒரு 18 வயசு பசங்க. Okay, and Sony got hacked actually. Sony also got hacked, and Sony is very familiar for you guys. இத ஹேக் பண்ண ஹேக்கர்ஸ் ரான்சமா $1 billion கேக்குறாங்க டு கிவ் பேக் ஆல் த டேட்டா. இந்த டேட்டா ரிட்டர்ன் வேணும் அப்படின்னா யூ ஹேவ் டு கிவ் ஆர் இன் ஆர்டர் டு சால்வ் திஸ் இஷ்யூ. இல்ல அப்படின்னா they'll post the information on the internet அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. So but Sony never responded to this, and Uber got hacked. Uber மே hack பண்ணாங்க. And the most shocking thing is this was done by an 18-year-old boy from India, from Mumbai actually. These are like people from nearby your age, your friends, unga age irukum. And the Uber hacker, what they actually did is they posted all the informations on the internet. So randomly they posted everything on the internet actually. Okay, so all the employees informations, financial informations எல்லாமே இன்டர்நெட்ல போட்டாச்சு, and they couldn't recover from anything here. Okay, the moment you're attending the session, the moment you're texting your mom or dad, இப்போ நம்ம பேசுற இந்த மொமெண்ட்லயுமே there will be hackers in the background hacking into some global systems. இதுதான் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கும். Okay, hacking has become one of the most important profession in IT industry. The growth of IT is very massive right now. Yeah, I believe you guys also know what is the growth of IT in this recent years. இப்போ இந்த growth ரொம்ப 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 massive-ஆவும் இருக்கு இல்லையா? So considering this, the growth of internet is very bigger right now. So how do you protect myself on the internet? And that is the most important question right now we have. இங்க I know a lot of people from from cybersecurity and from non from CSC department or IT, even non CSC departments. They have one question here. I use internet basically daily, every single hour, every single minute and second. So how do I keep myself safer on the internet? That is the most important thing இல்லையா? Because I don't want my data to be on the internet. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நான் என்ன பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷன் இருக்கு. ஸோ இதுக்கு you can also go for a live example as well. I have my close friend and his name is Mr. R. I don't want to give his name here. So அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வெளியே சொன்ன வேண்டாம். பட் ஹீ இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ஃப்ரம் சென்னை அண்ட் ஹீ இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மோஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ட் கை இன் அவர் கேங் ஆக்சுவலி. அண்ட் ஹீஸ் சூப்பர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ட், நல்ல எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்டான ஒரு ஆளு. அண்ட் ஹி ஒர்க்ட் இன் மெனி ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ், ஃப்ரீலான்ஸாகவும் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஹி ஆல்சோ ஒர்க் ஃபார் சம் ஆஃப் மை ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் as well. I also worked for some of my projects. சூப்பரான ஒரு சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டி எக்ஸ்பர்ட் அண்ட் ஹி வாஸ் அ வெரி பிக் சிஎஸ்கே ஃபேன். ஓகே, பெரிய சிஎஸ்கே ஃபேன். என்ன பண்ணியிருந்தாரு அப்படின்னா, அவருக்கு சிஎஸ்கே டிக்கெட்ஸ் வாங்கணும்னு ரொம்ப நாள் ஆசை. அதனால என்ன பண்ணாரு அப்படின்னா, டிக்கெட் புக் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணாரு. பட் இட் காட் ஃபெயில்டு பிகாஸ் ஹவு பிக் இட் இஸ், ரைட்? கிரிக்கெட் எவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம்னு உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் இல்லையா? ஸோ வென் ஹி ட்ரை டு புக் சம் கிரிக்கெட் டிக்கெட்ஸ், ஹி ஃபெயில்ட். அண்ட் அவர் என்ன பண்ணாரு அப்படின்னா, ட்விட்டர்ல தேடும் போது ஒருத்தர் வந்து நான் டிக்கெட் தரேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாரு. 2500 rupees டிக்கெட்டை, சாரி 1000 rupees டிக்கெட் சம்திங் வந்து 2500க்கு தரா மாதிரி சொல்லியிருந்தாரு. அண்ட் ஹி ஆல்சோ ட்ரஸ்டட் ஹிம் அண்ட் பெய்ட் எவ்ரி திங். ஆக்சுவலி ஹி பெய்ட் 10,000 rupees. ஓகே, 10,000 rupees-உம் கொடுத்துட்டாரு. ஓகே, ஆனா என்னாச்சு அப்படின்னா, அந்த 10,000 வாங்கிட்டு த ஸ்கேமர் கான். he never came back, he never gave tickets or anything, he blocked him. அவ்வளவுதான். இது ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்டு பர்சனுக்கு நடந்த விஷயம். ஓகே, இது எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஆன ஒரு பர்சனுக்கு நடந்த விஷயம். அண்ட் ஹீஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கை இன் அ கம்பெனி. அண்ட் அது இல்லாம அவரோட பேங்க் அக்கௌண்ட்டும் என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா, இந்த பேமெண்டால பிளாக் ஆகி கிட்டத்தட்ட 1,50,000 ஆல்சோ காட் ஸ்டக் இன் ஹிஸ் அக்கௌண்ட். இட்ஸ் பீன் அரௌண்ட் 1.5 years. லாஸ்ட் ஐபிஎல் அப்ப நடந்த விஷயம் இது. இந்த ஐபிஎல் இல்ல, திஸ் ஹேப்பன்ட் இன் லாஸ்ட் ஐபிஎல் இயர். லாஸ்ட் ஐபிஎல்ல நடந்துச்சு. ஓகே, திஸ் ஹேப்பன் லாஸ்ட் ஐபிஎல் அண்ட் இட்ஸ் பீன் இப்ப ரீசெண்டா ஐபிஎல் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ரீசென்ட்லி ஐபிஎல் காட் ஓவர் அண்ட் ஹி நெவர் காட் பேக் ஹிஸ் மணி அகைன். The account is still closed and he also lost his 10,000 and 1,50,000 in his own account. He couldn't access the account because a bank blocked this account for security reasons. They are asking for a proof of transactions and other informations. He doesn't have it. So blockலயே தான் இருக்கும். So இந்த மாதிரியான சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்ல மாட்டணும் அப்படின்னா that will be the worst case situation actually. அப்போ there's a lot of things happening. ஓகே, இப்போ இந்த விஷயத்துல நம்ம ஒரு டெஸ்ட் கேஸ் ஸ்டடியா எடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா, he was a very experienced guy but still he got scammed because he was very much interested in tickets and didn't think anything else. இதே மாதிரிதான் நீங்களும். if I target something else you really like, இந்த இடத்துல I can also scam you very easily. This is very simple for you. ஓகே, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், நீங்க 2 பேப்பர் எழுத வேண்டாம், 3 பேப்பர் எக்ஸாம் எழுத வேண்டாம், I'll give you all pass, give me 10,000 rupees அப்படின்னா, அரியர் இல்லாம I'll clear the papers, you will obviously pay some money, right? Because you just have to clear the papers. அதுவும் M2 M3 லாம். So அப்படி இருக்கும்போது this is a way of getting scammed, or this is very easy for these people to target someone else. So இன்னொரு விஷயம் என்ன அப்படின்னா, there's a lot of data theft happening in service centers. இங்க எத்தனை பேர் மொபைல் போன்ஸ் சர்வீஸ் சென்டர்ல கொடுப்பீங்கன்னு தெரியாது. ஐ ஆல்சோ நோ பர்சனல் சர்வீஸ் சென்டர் ஹூ கேன் ஆக்சுவலி டூ திஸ். இங்க இருக்கிற சர்வீஸ் சென்டர்ஸ்ல இருக்கிற பெரிய பிரச்சனை, a woman in China actually what she did is she decided to give her Apple mobile phone for service in an authorized Apple service center China. Okay, What happened was, what happened was, she when she gave her mobile number, when she gave the mobile, what happened is, the moment she gave the mobile number for service, the service employees என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, they opened this mobile phone. They did not have the iPhone pin lock or any face ID. எந்த pin எந்த நம்பருமே அவங்க கிட்ட இல்ல. They just broke into the mobile phone. They stole all the data. அண்ட் அந்த பொண்ணோட சில இமேஜஸ் எடுத்து அவங்களோட ஃபேஸ்புக் அக்கௌண்ட்லயுமே போஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. திஸ் ஹேப்பன்ட் இன் அன் ஆத்தரைஸ்டு சர்வீஸ் சென்டர். ஆனா ஸ்டில் தேர் ஆர் பீப்புள் ஹூ கிவ் தேர் மொபைல் ஃபோன்ஸ் இன் அன்ஆத்தரைஸ்டு சர்வீஸ் சென்டர். ஐம் ஷுர் whenever you go to your local area, whenever you come to your end of your street, இல்லைன்னா உங்க தெருவிலேயே கூட கண்டிப்பா ஒரு மொபைல் ஷாப் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும் இல்லையா? அண்ட் யூ கேன் see a lot of people giving services to these companies, to these stores as well. எத்தனை பேரு இங்க இத ப்ராப்பரா பண்றாங்கன்றது தெரியல. அது ஒரு கொஸ்டின் மார்க் தான். This is a very risky thing as well. I'm sure we people have a lot of people here who give your mobile phones for local service center. Yeah, apna it comes a little bit cheaper when you go to the authorized service center. If Samsung, if you want to go for a display replacement, it will cost you around 6,000 rupees for a basic model. Mobile 15,000 now. Display they're asking me for 6,000 rupees in solvanga. But if you go for the local store, they'll charge you around 1,500 rupees. That's it, right? So people will go for the 1,500 option, but they don't consider their data. மொபைல் போன்ல என்ன இருக்க போகுது அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களே தவிர, they can also do a lot of mischievous stuff as well. There be movies regarding this as well. You people think that this happens only in movies, that doesn't happen in real life appanna? No, it happens every single day, and we also see this every single day in this life. Because I usually go for I hope boys and girls will be very familiar with the place called as Rich Street, Paris kitta, GB Road, Rich Street, Chetpetla. That's just a massive ocean for cell phone parts and cell phone stuffs, right? We see this every single day because since I work in drones and I work in a lot of hardware, I also do mobile service as well whenever I'm free, because I learned on my own from the internet. And when I started going into these places, I realized one thing. What it is there's nothing called as privacy. There's nothing called as privacy in your mobile phones. I promise you. Whenever I go to this Rich Street or GB Road, I know that is very famous for your mobile parts, which is for cheaper parts. There's nothing called as privacy, where they just, if you just give your stolen mobile phone, you people think like lock they can't do anything. No, it's not like. They have more advanced softwares than this. Now advanced service centers in Chennai, even in Bangalore or any other things. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so sorry about that. That was an Amazon delivery. Okay, so yeah, we have been into these places. எங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இங்க என்னென்ன நடக்குதுன்ட்டு. I know a service guy. I don't want to tell his name, and he is very famous in Rich. Sorry, someone is interfering with this voice. Okay, so they can very easily break into your mobile phones. Actually, இது ரொம்ப ஈஸியா நடக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம். I've seen so many mobile phones cracked like this. I've seen so many stolen mobile phones in front of my eyes. இது ரொம்ப காமனா நடக்குது. And you people think like mobile phones lock இருக்கு, you have something called as an find my phone, find my iPhone, lost device marking. கிடையவே கிடையாது. Once your mobile phone is lost, it's all lost. There's nothing you can do, and it's basically gone forever. You can't do anything. I've seen personally in my own eyes, I've seen a lot of stolen devices in front of me, like iPhone, Samsung S24 Ultra. These are some flagship mobile phones. Yeah, இதை நான் பார்த்திருக்கேன். They break it very easily in a couple of minutes. Just 2 minutes. Just give them 2 minutes. They'll break your password. That's it. They'll just plug into their computer, and they'll do a very important software that I'm not going to be telling here. But even I can't download it because it's not available on the internet. It's in a shady market. They can break into mobile phones just like this. It's that easy actually. But people are thinking like, I have an iPhone, I'll be more protected. No, it's not actually. And inga irukra service pairs, these ஆஃப் மார்க்கெட் ஸ்பேர்ஸ் எல்லாமே இப்படிதான் வருது. So this is how these market spares are going through this market here. Okay, so there's a lot of things happening like this right now. Okay, so apart from this, in order to protect yourselves from the bad people, you have to get back and you have to learn hacking on your own here. In order to be an protected guy on the internet, in order to be productive on the internet, you have to learn hacking, and you have to safeguard yourself. That's possibility. There's a saying, right? Or a saying இருக்கு. திருடரை போலீஸ்காரன் திருடர் இல்ல திருடன் திருடனை போலீஸ்காரரை பிடிக்க போனோம் அப்படின்னா the policeman should think like a thief, right? If a policeman wants to catch a thief, the police should think like a thief சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? So in just a way, if you want to be really protective on the internet, you feel like your data is more worthy. Bro, my data is more worthy than I am. This is more worthy. I consider this is more than a single crore or whatever it is. If you feel like your data is very important, just learn hacking and keep yourself on the internet, and that is the most basic thing someone else can do. This is the first thing if you are really interested. Or else there's another alternative which I'm not sure how many people would even follow, but because we've been saying this for many years. Okay, be careful on things you buy. எல்லாருக்குமே சொல்லியிருப்போம், if you go to this any sites, you can see this https thing இல்லையா? If you go to any site here, if you go to this any site, you can see something called like this https, which means the site is secure. In the sites use பண்ண சொல்லுவாங்க. Okay, but still these hackers also use https. These hackers are more advanced right now. This is because of a lot of convenience in technology. Every site will have https. I've seen so many scammer sites which has https as well. For example, I recently came across this site here, which is main homepage of Myntra. Okay, and this was very proper, and it was going on really good, and it was working really good. I never had any complaint, and until I saw the URL here. If you notice the URL there, it's actually named as mintra.org. Can you guys see this? And even it has an https here, which means the site is secure, and it is a scammer site actually, because mintra.org is not even an original site. We have only Myntra.com, I believe. Yeah, right. We have only Myntra.com, and there are no other sites like Myntra.org from official site. And what happened was they recently took down the site, and the site is not anymore working, I believe, or it sometimes redirects to the original site. Okay, so this is what really happens. That looked very similar, right? The site looked very similar, other than the main images and other stuffs. And this is what really happens on the internet as well. Hackers are also evolving. Okay, so and also now one more thing is the passwords. The passwords you guys have are very brilliant sometimes, and sometimes it's not actually. In the passwords, வைக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு டெக்னிக்கும் இருக்கு, பட் பீப்புள் ஆர் நாட் ஈவன் ஃபாலோயிங் இட் அ மோர் ப்ராப்பர் வே. நிறைய பேர் சொல்லியிருக்கோம், நெவர் யூஸ் யுவர் பர்த் டேட்ஸ் அண்ட் அதர் ஸ்டப்ஸ். இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா, example for a bad password is this one, which is QWERTY, your pet name, the mobile number, your mom's name, and your phone number. These are some dummy passwords. So for example, this is my old Facebook password here on the red color line. Can you guys see this password on the screen? This is our best example for a password. Just see this password. I don't even remember my own password. I still copy paste it. அந்த மாதிரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Just make sure your password is more complicated in such a way. Use a combination of alphabets and symbols sometimes. Okay, so what happens is it's something more complicated, and even if someone sees your password in a glance, it makes a little bit harder for them to memorize and use it on the internet. And also, please make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled. I know a lot of people will not have it enabled actually. Go to your Gmail account. The moment you complete this session, what you have to do is I vetted. Just go to accounts.google.com. Please make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled, which is very, very important. Which is very, very important here. If you guys can see this, I've been having two-factor verification for so many years. I have 3 pass keys, and I frequently change my passwords every single month as a protective measure. And I have 2 devices for backup. These are some of the very important things that I have right now. please make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled, which is very very important for every single user out there. Okay, so this is very very important. It doesn't matter about your Google account or whatever it is. Even if it comes to Instagram, it's very very important. Just go for it and do it. And even if it is for any social media, even if it is for Facebook, even your LinkedIn, which is playing a very important role right now. LinkedIn may romba romba important. If even if you use any kind of social media, Reddit or whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is, just use two-factor authentication. Even Discord, people have started using Discord for a lot of times right now. I see a lot of new people, Gen Z people like you guys, you started using Discord for so many works right now. Start using you know um, two-factor authentication, which is considered to be one of the most important thing, and it is basically protecting you from all the attempts that has been made. And I get a lot of messages actually. என்னன்னு தெரியுமா, someone is trying to log in into your account அப்படின்ட்டு, but the account login will be failed because two-factor authentication enable இருக்கும். I promise you, this happens every single time I go to my Gmail account or whatever. Even if I go to my Gmail account, let's see, someone broke into my freelancer account actually. I'll show you if it is available. No, it's not. Okay. Is it blockchain? Or someone tried to break into my blockchain, I believe. Okay, I usually delete all the mails, but yeah, so it's not that it's not available because I deleted them. It seems. Okay, so people are trying to break into my account as well because somehow it got leaked on the internet, and yeah, they still try to break into my account, but I don't really care. I don't have to even change my password because I have two-factor authentication enabled. அதனால நான் பயப்பட வேண்டாம். If I get some mails like this, someone is trying to log in into your account, I'll just laugh and move away. I get a lot of messages like this on Instagram as well. Someone is trying to log in into your Instagram account. I don't really care because I have two-factor authentication enabled. I'm really happy to make sure my account is very secure back there. Okay. In the cybersecurity பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், this is very important actually. The two factors verification or whatever it is, this basically protects your account from all the mischievous steps. Okay, and on the other hand, I told you, right, learn cybersecurity, which is very important abdinto. Cybersecurity learning is a very important thing, and obviously you can work in a very good company, get paid, and you can get paid a lot by bigger companies as well. You can do something called as bug bounty hunting, where you can basically get paid by a lot of bigger companies if you find a bug. Okay, இப்போ நான் கூகுள் விஆர்பின்ற ப்ரோக்ராம்ல கூகுள்ல ஒரு பக் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னா, as a basic bounty, for example, for a basic bounty I get rewarded around wait a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry, here it is. Okay, for Google, the basic bounty, அதாவது கூகுள்ல ஒரு சின்ன பக் கண்டுபிடிச்சிங்க அப்படின்னா you get paid $200, which is very good, a very good budget actually. ஒரு நல்ல amount உங்களுக்கு for 17,000 rupees. If you find a bug in Google, report it to Google and Google will pay you $200. இதோட டாப் டயர் பவுண்டியும் இருக்கு. For top tier bounty, you will get paid $50,000 to $100,000, which will come out around 86 lakhs. 87.16 lakhs, which is a very massive amount. 87 lakhs, yeah, for fighting a bug in Google website. It's very common. This is very common for a lot of hackers. Even I get paid by doing this actually. Okay, not like 100,000, but I get paid in a very decent amount, and either a form of working. I know a lot of people who do this as well. And apart from this, I get YouTube Premium for lifetime subscription. நீங்க யூடியூப் போனீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஆட் வரும் இல்லையா, பட் ஐ டோன்ட் கெட் எனி ஆட்ஸ் பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் லைஃப் டைம் ப்ரீமியம் ஃபார் மீ, பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் கூகுள் செக்யூரிட்டி ரிசர்ச்சர். ஐ பீன் அ டாப் ரிசர்ச்சர் ஃபார் அ கப்பல் ஆஃப் இயர்ஸ். அதனால எனக்கு வந்து தம்பி இந்தாப்பா லைஃப் டைம் ப்ரீமியம் வச்சுக்கோங்க அப்படின்ட்டு தே கேவ் மீ ஃபார் ஃப்ரீ ஆஃப் காஸ்ட். அண்ட் ஐ ஹவ் கூகுள் டிரைவ் ஃபார் அன்லிமிட்டெட் ஸ்பேஸ். இந்த மாதிரியான நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஓகே, ஸோ தேர்ஸ் அ லாட் ஆஃப் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் லைக் திஸ் ஆஸ் வெல். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் சம் ஆஃப் த பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் ஹியர். Okay, so apart from this, in order to get into the cybersecurity, I see a lot of people get into cybersecurity. Okay, so you can jump into cybersecurity and learn cybersecurity very easily. ஆனா பிரச்சனை என்ன அப்படின்னா the scopes on cybersecurity jobs here. I had a lot of sessions in SA engineering colleges as well. I have given many sessions on SA engineering college, but out of these people, I see many some students crack this very important thing. I just wanted to share this here because I'm really happy some of the boys have actually got recruited in cybersecurity based companies. I'll not be happy if they just get placed. If they get placed in a cybersecurity role, I'll be really happy. I've been supporting these people as well, like Tarun or whatever it is, whoever it is. So companies are actually looking for hackers. Okay, I know we have a lot of cybersecurity students from second years as well. I believe I see some third years as well here. Getting into cybersecurity company is the most important thing for you. Not joining as a developer because you have been studying about cybersecurity. Please jump into the cybersecurity roles, and companies are looking for it for the past couple of years. And if a recent 6 months, the recruitment is going skyrocketing. I see a lot of students getting recruited in cybersecurity. Semantics, Simons, Skenider, Johnson's, the companies nearby SA Engineering College. Samsung is recruiting cybersecurity engineers all of a sudden. I don't know what really happened in the industry, but all of a sudden I got a lot of information from the students and colleges and companies that we are planning to hire some cybersecurity students. And please let me know if you have any referrals. I just got many informations regarding this. நிறைய informations வருது. I don't know what really happened in 2025. RCB cup அடிக்குது, cybersecurity recruitment நடக்குதுன்ற மாதிரி. Comparatively than last year, this year the cybersecurity recruitment is going up very fastly, and this is getting very much bigger and bigger right now. And I feel really happy about it as well because people are getting some recognition into cybersecurity. But it happens on the other side. But இங்க கரெக்டா அந்த ஜாப்ல லேண்ட் ஆக முடியுதா? That is the most important question right now we have. Do you qualify as an engineer or as a cybersecurity engineer to get into a job, get into a career into a company? That is the most important thing. There's a lot of field actually. The first field is actually banking and finance. If you are, please focus into finance companies. They are looking for a lot of cybersecurity guys who is really good with this automation stuffs. Finance focused companies irupanga. JP Morgan, which is considered to be one of the most biggest company in finance industry, they are looking for it. PwC, Pricewater Corporation, which is considered to be one of the most biggest auditing firms in India, they are looking for cybersecurity researchers. They are looking for interns. Even Temenos, Comcast, your senior Tarun and other guys who also got jumped into this company as an intern right now, who is working into it. And even Logitech, they are considered to be one of the most important companies than this technical companies, which is the IT technology companies, because they deal with cash, they deal with money, they really need cybersecurity people in their industry. And the second one is healthcare. I don't know, Pfizer's, I believe everyone knows about this company called as Pfizer, who delivered this corona vaccines during this corona times and vaccinations, and they started recruiting cybersecurity guys to protect their infrastructure. And governmentally, there's a lot of programs happening right now regarding cybersecurity, and people have started giving like interest on cybersecurity. There's something called as an IDEX. Go through it. இது வந்து பியூர்லி ஃபார் சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டியுமே நிறைய வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. ஜஸ்ட் ஆஸ்க் யுவர் ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ், தே கேன் கிவ் யூ மோர் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் ரிகார்டிங் திஸ் ஆஸ் வெல். இது கவர்மெண்ட் நடத்துற ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம். There is also a category on cyber security as well. You can just join into this. There's a lot of recruitments happening on this. E-commerce la or pakkam da, but they are doing recruitment. But yeah, it's doing good, but not as better as this finance and banking sectors. Targeted goal push panna, yeah, you have a lot of scopes on this as well. And obviously, I don't have to tell anything about the certifications. Obviously, certifications are very important. Which is very important for your experience, and a very important thing is for your learning. Industry scope, industry worker, these certifications will only explain you. Okay, applying whatever you learn in your engineering is totally different on the industry side. Basics are very important, obviously, but you have to apply those basics into this industry. Yeah, so adoda guiding path then these are the certifications. I personally believe the second certification will do the job for you for most of the guys here. And yeah, this could do the job actually. And இது ஒரு பேசிக்கான ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் தான். CH will do the job for you. It will cost you around 30,000. 30,000 keta, yes it is, but it's totally worth it. And there's a lot of people who also give a lot of coupons as well, regarding the certifications as well. In the certifications ellame you can do it on your final year. I personally believe not in your second years or third years. I promise you, people do a lot of mistakes in that cases. அது நமக்கு வேண்டாம். Okay, don't do it on a second year and third years, because that's the time you have to explore other things. Do your certifications always on the final year so you're market ready. Don't do it on the second years. Sometimes what happens here is, if you do the certification on second year, all of a sudden on third year, when you jump to third year, you already do your certification, but there might be an update in the industry. Certification exam la update nadakum. So this could be leading to a lot of confusions. So always do your certifications on the final year, which is on the seventh semester, which is a very good time, or probably on the eighth semester, whatever you feel comfortable. But I suggest you to do it on the final years, which is very, very important here. Okay, so that is the most important thing when it comes to cybersecurity as well. Certifications will play a very important role. Do a certification no matter what it is. There are a lot of free certifications as well, but you know, I personally consider you guys, forcing you guys to do some certifications. But no matter what, the pay scale is really good when it comes to cybersecurity, and it depends on your experience as well. The pay scale really starts from 45,000, and once you are really confirmed into an organization, 45,000க்குமே சிலருக்கு கம்மியா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, I mean, it's a good package comparatively, but yeah, these are some of the things that you have to note it down very much importantly. So, considering the topic is a little bit deviated, I agree. Privacy பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், but considering, privacy is purely myth actually. There's nothing like you'll be safer on the internet. It's already gone here. Okay, it's already gone, and no one is just hacking you. Okay, I'll be really honest with you, no one is hacking you, and no one wants to hack you. Okay, so we have let's see, we have Yuvaraj in the session இல்லையா, யுவராஜ் சின்னதுரை. ஓகே, யுவராஜ் சின்னதுரை இருக்காரு, அவரை போய் நம்ம ஹேக் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு யாரும் டார்கெட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஓகே, வி ஹாவ் கிருஷ்ணன் எல், அவரை நம்ம டார்கெட் பண்ணுவோம். வி ஹாவ் தினேஷ் அப்பெல்லாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. ஓகே, there's nothing like targeted hacking. You just go with the spree, and if your information is available on the internet, they'll target you and they'll break you down. Okay, just be careful what you share on the internet. Okay, just be careful what you share on the internet. இன்னும் எத்தனை பேருக்கு இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் அக்கௌண்ட் பிரைவேட்டா வச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல, which is a very good thing. It's good, but these public accounts, you have to be really more careful here. Okay, we have seen a lot of situations like this in news. நிறைய நடந்திருக்கு, the morphing techniques or whatever it is. This happens to a lot of boys as well, I mean. And it doesn't mean it happens only to girls, it also happens to boys as well. So no one is hacking you. யாருமே இங்க டார்கெட் பண்ணல, ஸ்ரீராம் இருக்கான், அவனை நம்ம ஹேக் பண்ணுவோம், அவங்ககிட்ட அவனை திருடுவோம். கிடையவே கிடையவே கிடையாது. You are just leaking informations. நீங்க கொடுக்குற ஒண்ணுமே informations are in terms of doing some bad stuffs. So be careful on what you share, and be careful on what you post on the internet, and be safer on the internet. It's not like என்னை யாரு டார்கெட் பண்ணிட போறாங்க அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்க அப்படின்னா, you might be the next biggest target for them as well. Okay, and stop trusting all the sources of informations. My father used to do this. Whenever ஒரு ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட் ஓப்பன் ஆயிருக்குடா அப்படின்னு பாப்பாரு, he'll send a link, but it is not actually the original link. Even my uncle sends me, இந்தியன் போஸ்ட் ஆஃபீஸ்ல ஓப்பனிங்ஸ் இருக்கு, இந்தியன் ஏர்ஃபோர்ஸ்ல ஓப்பனிங்ஸ் இருக்கு, அந்த லிங்க் உள்ள போனோம் அப்படின்னா it will ask you for 150 rupees, 300 rupeesக்கு அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார்முக்கு. It doesn't make sense, because it's not even the original website. Just do some background research, which is more than enough in that perspective. Okay, so I just wanted to share this here. And one more thing is, cybersecurity is not about hacking. நிறைய பேர் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறதும் அப்படிதான். நீங்க சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டியில இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா, இட் இஸ் நாட் ஆல்வேஸ் அபவுட் ஹேக்கிங். சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டியில இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்க வந்து ஹேக் பண்ணிடுவீங்க, கிடையவே கிடையாது. இட்ஸ் an art of handling data. How you handle data, how you compile this data is the most important thing when it comes to the cybersecurity stuff here. Okay, so this is the most important thing when it comes to here. Okay, cybersecurity is booming. I believe everyone should make of make use of this time and jump into organizations randomly. Just throw your resumes just like that. Maybe you can just get into an organization as an intern as well, because I know some people who did that, and they threw their resumes, and all of a sudden the guy texted me, bro, I got in as an intern, and he's doing his second year of college. And I don't know what really happened and how he got recruited, but he's been learning in from the industry right now. It's more than um, what you learn for the industry's perspective in college. Okay, so yeah, if you have any doubts regarding cybersecurity, you can ping me on Instagram. I'm super active on Instagram, and that's where I'm super active. I'm also active on Twitter, and I'm not really into WhatsApp. And yeah, if you have any doubts, please ping me on Instagram, which is the most important space. I personally believe I'm super active on Instagram. And if you have also have any doubts on drones, if you're really interested in drones and you want to work in drones, yeah, we also work in drones. You can just ping me on Instagram as well. Okay, so yeah, if you have any doubts, just let me know. I'm just monitoring all the chats here. If anyone has any doubts, just let me know. Um, Cisco ethical hacker certification, it's a good one, but I don't think it's really good for the industry's perspective as of now. Okay, so Cisco certifications are good, but இப்போ industry standards meet பண்ணல அப்படின்றது தான் question mark actually. So I personally recommend you to jump into anything else. I believe there's another certifications. I believe I'm not really sure about this name actually. Uh, Okay, just if possible, just ping me on Instagram, or I don't exactly remember the certification name. It is in my other computer. I'll probably text you. It's not, it's something related to. I just don't get that actually. Wait a second. No, it's not. Okay, I'll check what it is. So, Cisco Ethical Hacker Certification is a good one. You can learn some good things, but I personally believe um, it's not really ready for the market actually. Okay, I hope you understand the part here. It's really good in perspective of learning மட்டும்தான் இருக்கே தவிர you can't really make use of it on the industry part. So that's the most important thing. And yeah, SANS, it's actually SANS certification. SANS, okay, I'll just type it down. SANS. Okay, just search for SANS certifications. They are really good when it comes to this. And yeah, potential of AI being a part of this. Yeah, some people have started saying this cybersecurity will be taken over by AI. I see this every single day. I get this info, questions every single day as well. I know a guy whose name is Abhishek, who's my close friend, working in GitLab. Okay, he's working in GitLab right now. அவங்களோட salary எவ்வளோ அப்படின்னா it is approximately 90 LPA. ஓகே, 90 LPA, அதாவது 90 லட்சம் வருஷத்துக்கு சம்பளம். ஓகே, and he's just 24 years old. I'm really happy for his position. He's working in Microsoft actually, and he started losing his job right now. அவனோட ஒர்க் குறையுது கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா, because his works are being automated right now by using AI. அவனோட ஒர்க் லோட குறைச்சிட்டாங்க, and his salary is also going down by 20 LPA. It seems he'll be getting paid 70 LPA. It seems it has started, but not in a very massive scale. There are a lot of departments which cannot be taken over. நிறைய departments இருக்கு which cannot be taken over. அதனால தான். Okay, so yeah, you can, but I don't think it will play a very massive role. But for the next couple of years, we are safe. We are in the safe zone actually. Maybe after 2 years, we can consider it. Having courses on cybersecurity in NPTEL. I've actually had the syllabus read on the NPTEL courses. It's really good. Again, it's not really focused on industry part. It's all the basics. Basics is very important, guys. Obviously, Nikhil Matthew, that's a good question, but basics are very important. Just go through the basics. NPTEL courses are really good when it comes to basics and the basic certifications. It'll give you the base foundation for you. Just go for it. don't hesitate, just go for it and start learning it. Okay, see, I force everyone, I'm not suggesting, I'm forcing everyone to go for the basics, which is very important. I see many people from the industry who doesn't even remember the OSA layer properly. They totally forgot about it. Just be strong in the basics, which is very important. Okay, so big websites like Google will be ensured having no bugs. No, it doesn't mean like that. It doesn't mean okay. It doesn't mean everything is perfect here. It doesn't mean like that. It doesn't mean Google is a very big company. நம்ம Google தானே யூஸ் பண்றோம் daily. Harish, that's a good question, but it doesn't mean like that. There are also human beings who do this, and they tend to make a lot of mistakes in this. Okay, and I believe you guys also play a game called as BGMI, yeah. BGMI game விளையாடுறீங்க எல்லாருமே PUBG game விளையாடுறோம் இல்லையா? You have a lot of glitches in the app தானே? Glitches இருக்குல்ல. There's a glitch like ஏதோ ஒரு ஸ்கோப் வந்து கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து you have to kill your friend and you have to revive him, you will have a scope. இதெல்லாமே ஒரு form of glitches தானே? Why can't a bigger company like Tencent or PUBG Corporation or why can't they build a good application? Right, there are tend to there are human beings who tend to make mistakes, which is very common right now, and it's totally fine, and that's how we also earn money, right? Bigger websites do make issues. They do it not in a more wanted way. They do it without any proper testing or testing on the productions actually. ப்ராப்பரா டெஸ்ட் பண்ணாம ஃபாஸ்டா புஷ் பண்ணன்றதுனாலயும் இது நடக்கலாம். ஓகே, இட் டசன்ட் மீன் லைக் எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் ஃப்ளாலஸ். எவ்ரிதிங் ஹாஸ் bugs in it. Even the website we are using right now, meet.google.com, இந்த செஷன் நடக்குது இல்லையா, இதுலயும் கண்டிப்பா you'll have a lot of bugs in this website. I am damn sure about that. Okay, so yeah, skills needed to get into the skills அப்படின்னும் போது தான் இங்க வந்து programming plays a very important role. Please everyone learn Python and Java. Everyone, I'm suggesting you guys, please Python கொஞ்சம் படிங்க, skill track வந்து கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்பரா பண்ணுங்க, which is very very important. I know people will hate me for saying this, but see, skill track plays a very important role. But Python, I believe it's been used in a lot of automation process. அதை தயவு செஞ்சு யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Python is very very important, and it's considered to be the most important in form of automation for cybersecurity. So try using it as well. And C sharp ஒன்று இருக்கு, so just go for it as well. C sharp is also good language, and yeah. Wait a second. VPN. Okay. I don't usually use VPN, bro. I just randomly use any kind of VPN that is available. I don't feel like இதுதான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்னு கிடையாது. I feel like whatever is comfortable, I just randomly use those VPNs. VPNs is a form of just proxy, right? It just masks your location, doesn't do nothing else. Just a very simple operations. It's basically protecting, it's basically teleporting you, right? So I don't usually prefer that. But I personally use something called as a turbo VPN. It works really good. I mean, I never checked about the security perspective. It worked good. It works good. I mean, if it works, don't touch it. Okay. What are the basic topics of a cyber intern should know? Basic topics is considering the network. For example, you have to understand how a internet actually works. Okay. இப்போ நான் எங்க வீட்ல இருந்து பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். Okay. I'm using a microphone that is connected to the computer, and I'm talking like something like this. Yeah. How can you hear this information? How can you hear this voice in your computer? How this data is transferred in real time without any latency? Pridya, mic is in mute. Am I audible? No, I believe I am audible because I see the audio bar going up and down. Can anyone confirm if I am audible? Okay, I'm audible. Okay, thank you. So try to understand. Okay, someone said not audible. Okay, fine. So try to understand it. I'm sitting from a home which is connected, my laptop is connected to the internet. How can you hear the voice in real time without any delay? How can I see your question in my computer? Ilya, research about this, learn about this. How can you get this messages from the internet? இது எப்படி நடக்குது? How this channel is happening here? How this information is transferred from the internet? If you go to Google and search whatever, you know I mean let's go for Valorant or search whatever it is. It just gives you a lot of information, Ilya. Just like this, learn how it actually happens. Learn how the search actually happens here. இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணி புஷ் பண்ணா you'll have a lot of idea actual. Okay, which is the most important thing here. Okay, understand this. For the Harini SM, that is a answer for you. Understand how internet actually works. Okay, once you understand how it actually works, it's far more easier for you to explore actually. C, C++, and where do I get certifications for? Python, Java, you don't really need certifications actually. There's a lot of Cisco courses. Cisco, in the Mariana basic topics, you can go for Cisco e-learning or site. Um, Wait a second. Okay, so yeah, NetCAD. This is a site. You can just go for the site, and you have a lot of subjects under this. So, parola cybersecurity, it's in the first place, but you have programming here, and yeah, you can see C++ essentials for 42 hours, Python essentials, and they'll also give you a certificate as well. But please don't do it for the certificates. Please don't do it for just for the certificates. Okay, certificates kaga mattum pannadinga. Okay, just do it for your own sake, for your learning purposes. Okay, that's a good site actually for learning cyber, programming stuff. Like Linux needed for cybersecurity. Linux, obviously, definitely. ஷுவரான வேர்ட்ஸ் இருந்தா ஷுவர்லி கண்டிப்பா லினக்ஸ் தெரியணும். Okay, Linux is a very basic thing for cybersecurity because you will basically work on commands most of the times. This is my own personal laptop. In the burp suit and tool, you have to also learn a tool called as burp suit. I'm sure everyone must be familiar with this tool. So இப்போ நீங்க பாக்குறது கமாண்ட் ப்ராம்ப்ட் இல்லையா? இந்த கமாண்ட் ப்ராம்ப்ட நீங்க லினக்ஸ்ல வெரி ஃபெமிலியரா நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க, ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஃபெமிலியரா யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க. ஓகே, so this is very very important for cyber security people. You have to use Linux every single day. Commands plays a very important role here. For example, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so there are a lot of Linux commands. ls and கொடுத்தா list ஆகும், but when it comes to cyber security, Windows, it comes in directory. So இந்த மாதிரியான commands, okay, இந்த மாதிரியான commands இப்போ make directory என்ற option is for Linux. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரியான commands interlude ஆகும். அந்த மாதிரியான situationsல you have to segregate them as well. இந்த மாதிரி எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. Linux is very important. Obviously there's a lot of flavors in Linux as well. ரொம்ப ப்ரிடாமினண்டா யூஸ் பண்ற லினக்ஸ் அப்படின்னா Kali Linux, which is considered to be one of the most important in industry. Kali Linux. இது இல்லாம you also have a category as well under this. Kali Linux is considered to be one. Ubuntu is considered to be one of the most basic. This is for developers and not focused for cyber security. Okay, இந்த மாதிரியான லினக்ஸ் இருக்கு. Learn a lot of commands, which is very very important. Commands are very important. Just learn how this Linux works. I'm sure you guys will have a subject called as operating systems. கண்டிப்பா வரும், நல்லா படிச்சுக்கோ. ஓகே, த்ரெட்டிங், மல்டி த்ரெட்டிங் மாதிரியான ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் வரும். பட் ஸ்டில் லினக்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு யூனிட் வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், on your 5th unit. I still remember the college syllabus I had. 5th unitல வரும், but you have to concentrate more on Linux actually. I feel like it should cover at least 3 units of Linux. So yeah. Anything else? Cyber security பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ்ல வந்து I'll be really honest with you, there's nothing new. Okay, there's nothing new in cyber security until you create something, very big research projects அப்படின்றது வரைக்கும். What you can basically do is you can create some tools on cyber security. That's the best option for every single cyber security people who are here. Projects in வரும்போது you can build a tool which is சில சைபர் செக்யூரிட்டி டெக்னிக்ஸ் இருக்கு. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பேசிக் டூல்ஸ் லைக் இந்த ஹூ இஸ் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் செக் பண்றது, இது எல்லாமே செக் பண்றதுக்கு யூ கேன் பேசிக்லி டூ tools. You can build your own tools. That's the one basic thing. Or if you're not really interested in the cybersecurity projects, you can also go for the traditional projects. Cybersecurity, இதான் பிரச்சனை. You have to either go for the research side, purely research க்கு போயிடணும். அப்படி இல்லையா, you have to, you know, improve something else on the industry. Already இருக்கிற டூலை எடுத்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா improve பண்ணலாம். Okay, so that's the thing. Where and how to learn bug bounty hunting. And to learn bug bounty hunting, again, you have to learn how internet actually works. So once you learn how internet actually works, you can just jump into it. Bug bounty learn பண்றதுக்கு there's a lot of videos on the internet as well. Just search for resources and it will guide you with a lot of content here. And the Naham resources is also a good place to start here as well. The books, talks. See, a lot of talks is just very important. Blog post, which is also very important. இந்த மாதிரியான ரெபாசிட்டரிஸ்லயுமே நிறைய இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஜஸ்ட் செக் ஆன் தட் as well, which is very important here. Okay, so இது எல்லாமே ஒரு ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் resources தான். Just go for it, and Naham 6 is a very good one. If you go to YouTube, you can find more resources actually. So that's why. It is actually a very good process for learning Comtech, Charan. That's actually the brilliant way, and that is the most traditional way you have to do. Not like your friends who Google's the error just like this. Okay, insertion point error. What your friends will do is they'll basically what they'll do is they'll insertion error in C++ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கூகுள் பண்ணுவாங்க. But they don't go for a site called a Stack Overflow, which I really appreciate from you. இந்த மாதிரி தான் சர்ச் பண்ணும். But don't never ever use this AI agents, the ChatGPT, Gemini, இதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். Don't use it. It'll easily speed up your process. We don't need that. You have to understand what really happens there. Use Stack Overflow. There's a lot of people who also had the errors previously. And the errors they use பண்ணி understand it, what is really happening, and try to go through it. Geeks for Geeks ஒரு குட் சோர்ஸ் தான். பட் தே ஆல்சோ ஹாவ் சம் மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் ஆன் திஸ் கண்டென்ட் ஆஸ் வெல். நடுவில் ஒரு கான்ட்ரவர்சியுமே போச்சு ஆன் லிங்க்டின் ஆக்சுவலி, தட் தேர் கண்டென்ட் இஸ் நாட் லைக் பியூர்லி மிஸ்டேக் ப்ரூஃப் அப்படின்ற மாதிரிலாம் எதுவுமே இல்லை. இட் ஆல்சோ ஹேட் சம் மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் இந்த கண்டென்ட். இட் சீம்ஸ் அதுக்கு நிறைய கான்ட்ரவர்சி ஆச்சு. ஸோ பி கேர்ஃபுல் ஆன் இட் அண்ட் have a couple of extra resources as well, or backup. அது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் யூஸ் பண்ணும், அதனால தான். But that's a good one. But don't use AI agents. It's a good way to practice. It's a good way to learn. But don't use AI agents. Stop using ChatGPT for everyone here. And I got a staff's information that everyone has started using ChatGPT. எந்த அளவுக்குனா அசைன்மெண்ட்ல கூட ChatGPT யூஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்க. They also started copying everything from ChatGPT, including the ChatGPT logo and where. So please don't do that. Okay, so we need networks. You obviously need networks knowledge for cybersecurity. If you don't have a networks knowledge, I'm sorry, you'll not survive here. I'll be really honest with you. Networks knowledge is very, very important in cybersecurity. And networks knowledge இருந்தாதான் உங்களால இதுல சர்வைவே பண்ண முடியும். Because that's the most basic thing. That's the most base of basing it. So அப்படி இருக்கும் போது அது கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். அதான். Anything else? Okay, so yeah, I believe it's a wrap. Okay. Oh, thank you.
I wanted to extend our deepest gratitude, sir. Thank you for your valuable contribution here.
Thank you so much. And if anyone has, sorry, so if anyone has any doubts, just ping me on Instagram. And this is my Instagram. I'm not just increasing followers. I'm active on Instagram. So just ping me on Instagram if you have any doubts. Okay. So yeah, thank you.
Everyone stay. Okay. Don't leave the meeting. Just hold on. Students. Today, we are going to talk about something that has become an essential part of learning and development in both educational institute and corporate environment, which is the LMS portal. We're going to talk about some well-known LMS portal, which is Infosys Springboard. Infosys Springboard offers free access to courses, industry-relevant content, self-paced and hands-on projects and assessment, and it also provides certificates. So now let me walk you through how to use Infosys Springboard, complete course and generate certificates. I'll just show you. I hope you can see my screen. I'll just open a cybersecurity course. So this is an example course. Here I'm going to the content. In the content you can see various videos here. After after completing all the videos, you have to complete the self-assessment here. After completing that, you can generate your certificate. Once you completed the course and the final assessment, you'll receive your certificate and it will take around 2 to 3 days to reflect on your dashboard. After that, you can download. So I'll just show you the sample certificate of mine so that you'll get an idea of how the certificate looks like. So this is how the certificate looks after completing the video and the self-assessment. If you have any queries, you can reach out. I request everyone to take a moment and fill the feedback form. I hope you have done. Okay, we can wind up the session. Thank you, everyone. You can leave the meeting. Thank you.